NDTV Hindu.
Okay. So March we're at Museum Theatre.
Yeah, at the Museum Theatre. No.
And is it a big cast or
It's a big cast. It's
is
a
it
big
mostly guys from?
cast. No, it's got women also. Yeah. Hey, Anu, I think somebody's here. Hi.
We've got company.
Yeah, we've got company. Yeah.
Mike and I have already started eating because the last time, Mike, when I invited a guest out for lunch, Aruna Radhakrishnan, the editor of the Ritz magazine, I just didn't allow her to eat.
Oh,
or rather,
no.
we just kept chatting.
Oh, no.
The food went cold. So this time we thought, at least let's finish our soup and
A wise
starters.
decision, Arun.
So I'm here with Michael Muthu, eminent theatre personality. We've done a lot of plays together. Known each other for something like 14 years.
Is that long, Anu? Yeah, really? 14 years?
Look at all the grey.
I know, at least for me.
Me too. We recently did a play called Midnight Hotel, written by Shri Kumar Varma, and we haven't met since then, though we live very close to each other.
I know.
And you came back to stage to act after what, 5 years?
Yeah. No,
Wow.
yeah, I guess. No, but actually longer, no. I think I was acting in Midnight Hotel under another director after maybe about 15, 16 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And you did pretty well for a gap of 15 years. I thought you,
Yeah, I mean,
you
I'm not
stole the
saying-
show.
No, I didn't steal the show at all. I never stole the show, but I enjoyed myself. Yeah, it was a good experience.
Do you want to tell the audience instead of me? Why don't you tell them what the play was about?
Oh, okay. Well, it's a ghost story. That was something different, something that I'd never done. And it was written by one of Chennai's own playwrights, a good friend of mine, Shri Kumar. And it's a good play. It's funny. It's a comedy. And we took it somewhere, right?
We took it to so many
Oh
places.
yeah, we took it to Bangalore. I remember Bangalore.
Bangalore, mostly Bangalore, but we
Bangalore,
did a
yeah.
lot of shows here.
Yeah.
So the play was set in this old house in Pondicherry.
Yeah.
And I've just lost my husband. He's committed, we don't know, it's a bizarre kind of a
Yeah.
accident. He
Yeah.
dies. And
Yeah.
Mike happens to be his brother, and he and I were lovers in the past, so he comes back
Yeah.
to marry me, and
Yeah.
then the ghost is around. The
Yeah.
ghost is still in the
Yeah.
bungalow.
Yeah, and then what transpires is what happens in the play. Yeah, it's a spooky play.
And
Yeah.
Mike gave me cervical spondylitis because he had to get possessed, in a couple of scenes towards the end.
yes.
And he would grab my hair and fling me about like a rag doll.
I remember that, and I'm so sorry. Okay,
But Mike, you prefer directing to acting, no? You remember you mentioning.
After Midnight Hotel, I discovered that I still enjoy acting. I mean, there is a certain freedom in acting, which you don't get in directing. In directing, you're always constrained by the level of proficiency of your actors and your set designers and your lighting crew or whatever, but at least when you're acting, it's all up to you and you can do your best, so that way it's a lot more appeasing, but direction on the other hand is a lot more fun because you get to control so many things, you get to control every aspect of a director, of an actor's performance. You get to control your sets, your lights, your sound. You get to control the entire feel
And here I must say that Mike is very, very good at designing sets because he also does sets for a whole lot of other theatre groups.
Actually, I think I do it for everybody now. I know. Yeah.
You have a monopoly.
Actually, at least as far as theatre sets go, I think I do. Because it's very different from film sets. In the sense that a film set is one big set and it remains, if it's the entrance to a palace, it remains the entrance to the palace right through the shoot. But in theatre it's different because your set has to become the entrance to a palace, and then it has to become the bedroom, and then it has to become a staircase, and then it has to become a meadow, and then it has to become a ship, so your set has to be able to,
That's very malleable.
yes,
very,
and
yeah.
elastic, so using a few essential elements, you create a totally different scene,
But tell me, because theatre companies here work under such tight budgets, there's no money at all in theatre. Of course, some companies are doing well, but in general, there's not much money in theatre.
Oh, there's no money in theatre, at least right now, in this present day and age. There is none, unless you're really smart, you know.
So how do you make a living? Because I'm sure you work under a lot of restrictions, right? I mean,
Yeah.
everybody wants a good set, but they don't have money, to give.
Yeah. So yeah, I've kind of worked out a balance, you know, between the amount of money I get and the amount I actually spend on the set, you know, and I've managed to make a living out of it.
And do you recycle your sets?
Oh yeah, we recycle all the wood we use, so that way it's beneficial because the same wood we use for one set, you know, comes in handy for maybe 10 other sets.
You haven't done any course or anything, right?
No,
This is just
no course, yeah.
totally out of your own interest.
Yeah.
So since Midnight Hotel, what productions have you been working on?
We did Reservoir Dogs
Quentin
by Quentin Tarantino, yeah. The film script, we took it, we adapted it to a very Chennai setting and we performed it on stage. And the interesting thing about that production, Anu, was half of it was live, performed on stage, and the other half of it was shot on film. Okay, so we shot the whole thing using a mini DV cam. Okay, we gave it a nice grainy, rough feel. Okay, and then the whole evening was interspersed with, you know, live performances on stage and the actual movie which was shown, you know. So it worked really well. It was a big experiment, but it worked.
I missed that one, but I heard really good things. You had a very talented cast.
Oh,
A lot of
yeah.
boys, mostly boys.
It's an all-male cast. It's a completely male cast, and I think I got some of the best actors in the city. So it really worked.
And now you're doing Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, we're doing Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein. This is for my baby, the Loyola Theatre Society. Yeah, so we're doing it for them. And it's a great script. It's a spoof on the original Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And this is the takeoff on that. And it's good fun.
And you've also been very active with Mellow Circle. You do work with them every year, right?
Oh yeah, now for the past 10 years.
What is it actually, the Mellow Circle?
The Mellow Circle, they are actually a charitable organization. And they they do a lot of charity actually. And every year they do a Christmas play. Okay, and the proceeds of that Christmas play go to the support and towards the life of actually 25 young kids. Okay, so I remember 10 years ago when they started this whole Mellow Circle thing with the you know, object to doing charity and all, I was very skeptical because most charity organizations don't do the charity they claim to be doing, you know. So when these guys started off, I started directing the plays for them.
So do you write your own scripts?
No, I don't. No, I don't. So like I was saying about Mellow Circle, these guys in the first 4 years they picked up some land, okay, in Avdi, okay, about 8 grounds. Then the next 2 years they built a big wall around it.
With what they made from these productions?
With what they made from these productions. They had a guy who donated the land to them, and besides that they put all the money themselves. Then they built a house over there. It's a hospice, and now they've admitted 25 children. So in 10 years they've achieved so much, you know, and that is very satisfying. You know.
Oh, you feel good to be associated
Of
with
course,
projects like
yeah,
this.
you bet. Yeah.
Mike, you have to eat your mutton
yeah.
patties, right? They're going
Mutton
cold.
patties, yeah.
And shall we order our main course?
Yeah, please, yeah.
Can I take the liberty and
Yeah,
order?
please, on the
Because
US
I like
place,
this
yeah.
place a lot. Let's have I'll have fish rice because I like, you don't eat seafood. No, so you'll have the chicken rice
I'll have
then
chicken rice, yeah.
with some raita. Okay, thank you. We're going to come back in just a little while. We've placed our order, so don't go away. Join us for the main course.